Hi Andy, it's Don Green, DG Digital Services. I met you the other day at Mooch Art Shows there in Morley. So it was great meeting you, and I do appreciate this opportunity to have a bit of a look at what you have. Like, this is the site that you still have that's live of one of your businesses. It's good how you've got a clickable number and everything here. It's with these part of your menu. You know, that's good that's there. I like the drop downs, but I'm just going to go over three really quick things that that could help improve what you in regards to traffic and things like that. You know, and it's basically content, backlinks, and citations. Okay, just those three things could start helping you out. So in regards to content, you know, Google is a business just like you and me, and part of its job is to provide the best information to the end user. So when people put in, it could be like truck repairs or something like that, like Google likes to have really good authoritative content on the homepage. You know, you probably got, you know, a couple of hundred words here where Google do lean towards that 1,500 to 2,000 words of authoritative content. So because what that does is when the end user does that search, they're giving them the best information that they can, rather than just a vacant site, so to speak. Since this video is unavailable as well. So so what we like to do is we like to have that 1,500 to maybe 2,000 words of content, all depends on the keywords that we use. And we also like to fill in all the other pages with content as well. So you could end up with something like 4,000 to 5,000 words throughout your site. So that's a bit of a plus with Google, because they know that you're doing what people are requesting and giving them lots of information. And Google sort of like to do the best they can. They try to give people the best results, and content is just one way. And like I was mentioning, I like to have drop downs when they come. So for example, when I click on services, when I just hover over services, I'd like a whole menu list that drops down so they can choose as well. So if I just clicked on services, you know, there's not a whole lot of content again, but like I say, like truck repairs, fleet maintenance, bus repairs, earth movers. So you do have that in here like this, but I would like your services, be it air conditioning repairs, tire fitting, I don't know, like brakes, like whatever the services that you provide, I'd like that down as a drop down. So when they click on it, it would open up a whole new page. And then let's just say, for example, it was brake repair. Okay, that's the picture I'm seeing. So so let's just say there it was brake repair. They click on that, they go to a whole new page, and on that page would be some really good authoritative content on brakes, the wear and tear, you know, like the importance of maintenance, things like that. So there's and within that content, we would find all the keywords that you'd probably want to be found for, like truck brake repairs, Perth brake, you know, heavy duty brakes, or whatever the keywords may be that we find. Because we've got all that content, we'd be able to pepper those keywords in that brake page. And then let's just say there was another one which is truck repair. See, so I'd like it if these were in line under here. You know, but having said that, with truck repairs you could have brakes and all that sort of stuff in that as well. With fleet maintenance, it could be like the services and like whatever, but Buses could be completely different. You could have a different format. Earthmoving, you could have, like your tyres, your oils, your hydraulics, all this sort of stuff that are really important within that kind of machinery. Probably, all your hydraulics and all that sort of stuff, and your rams and all that would be more suitable to an earth-moving page rather than a truck repair. But, I'm not saying the trucks don't have rams in that, but obviously they're more prominent on the earth-moving. And I would just have, like every one of these titles, truck repair, the whole lot, I would have a page on their own, and each page would have maybe anything from 500 to 750 words. It all depends on the amount of keywords that we could find for these subjects. You know what I mean? And that alone, while that's happening, is when that page is fully decked out and optimized, if people were to sort of like do truck repairs, and it could be about brakes or something, they would get taken straight to that page, because every page could basically be as powerful as its own website. And once they're on that page, they might go back and have a look at your homepage and see what other things you might offer, and you know what I mean. So see, like here, the services. This is perfect. This is a perfect example. Okay, so under services, I'd have a drop-down sheet, and each page would be about Japanese trucks, European trucks, buses, cars, four-wheel drive. Every one of these I would have as a page. Okay, because and that will start building this website and giving it a lot of authority just in the content side of it. That's without anything else. And there is things you can do to put keywords in, even so you don't have the content, which it seems that you've done here. So if I just go to save as, see here, Balcatta Truck Repairs, truck, buses. See, this is better than what most people do. Okay, because a lot of the time that image could just be a whole bunch of numbers or whatever, or say homepage or something like that. The fact that the file name has Balcatta Truck Repairs and everything, Google search this metadata and they will pull this up and use that as the keywords. So that's, you're a lot more advanced than everything. But I'd just put this one as Balcatta Tire Repairs. You know what I mean? Just rather than have every single thing, because what you've done down here also is, if I go here, save as, it's exactly the same. So you're doing the right thing in essence. This is the perfect opportunity to put in other keywords like Perth truck repairs, or something that has a really high volume and of searches. You could file name it whatever that keyword might be. Okay, so then that would give you a hidden keyword, so to speak, but Google will pick it up. So just little things like that will definitely work. If I show you your back end of your site, so to speak, this is a tool that uses Ahrefs, and I'll put in your domain name, and what this does, it'll analyze your whole site, and what's this? It's back to beginning of 2017, probably when you launched it, or when it was launched, and or worked on, should I say. And this one here is DR, which is your domain rating. This number is between 0 and 100. Okay, so you're obviously at 3.6, which is on the lower end, and this is a global rating. Okay, this is telling me that you're just over 39 millionth ranked website in the world. Okay. And we'll talk about this next, is the backlinks. You got 43 backlinks coming from 21 different websites, which is a great ratio, but it's not very many links. Like totally you've had 174, okay, but because you've only got 43 now, these could be broken links, obviously, where the sites may no longer work, or there's all different kinds of things that happen, and they always fall off. So you can't just put on 174 and think you're going to keep 174 forever, because it just doesn't work that way. So this is why you do that monthly maintenance, where we would continuously work on it to slowly build this number up, and making sure that the number keeps on rising rather than falling, and we get this number going as well. Like my website, for example, you can see here I'm 195,000 globally. Okay, so that's a pretty good number. That's ranked around the world. I'm 195,156 at the minute, and here my DR is 63. So it is achievable for us to get there. It's not something that happens overnight. You have to show Google that you're doing a lot of right things. I've got 367 links, and you can see here I've had 520, but so I've got to pay a bit more attention and probably add more links in there myself. You know what I mean? Because they won't all stay, and they're coming from 63 different domains. Okay, so there's your keywords and everything. So if I go back on yours, see here you got 40 organic keywords. So let's just have a quick look, because this is a part of the content side of things. So I'm just going to pull your keywords up, and we'll have a look, see, and it shows you how you're ranking and things like that. So see, Balcatta Truck Repairs, which is the keyword. This here is the volume, so it gets 100 searches per month, okay, when people put it into Google, that actual keyword. Okay, and the KD represents keyword difficulty. Once again, this number is from 0 to 100, and we try to find as many keywords that are from 0 to 3, because that means the difficulty of this has a rating of 0, so it's not hard for you to rate. Because it's your business, that means a lot of other people won't even bother. You know what I mean? So it's easy word to rank. That's why it's a 0, and you're in position 1 for that. And it shows us here that you get around 40 calls a month from that search. Even so, they're getting 100 searches, you're getting 40 traffic. Okay. And this number here, basically, if you're paying for Google AdWords or something like that, every time someone clicked on that, if that was your keyword in the AdWords, you'd have to pay $2.50 every single time someone clicked on the ad. So Truck Repairs Perth, 70. It's only a 1 KD, and you're in position 5. So because it's a 1, we can point a little bit of power at this sort of keyword, and move you up as well. Okay, and then you can see here, truck repairs, it's a 500. See this 24 as a keyword difficulty, that means it's starting to get really hard, because anything after 5, you have to start paying a bit of attention to it. So that's why we go for that 0 to 3, because we can get some quicker results for that. Okay, this here might take a few months to get any kind of traction from it, okay? Because at the moment, you're only getting 1.9 calls a month for that actual keyword, because they're going to other people who pay a lot more money to have that keyword ranking for them. But if I just showed you a little trick here, if I change the keyword difficulty position, okay, so that's the high end of it, see, so bus servicing, it's a 40, so that's really hard, and obviously you can tell you're on page 9 there. But if I turn them around and I show you the zeros, see, okay, Earthmoving Maintenance Solutions. If that's not a company, you could use that as a keyword. even so there's only 20 searches, you could end up being on, we could get you right up there, and you might get 2 or 3 of those. At the moment, you're getting absolutely nothing, and you're on page 8, where we could bring you back and get you up to page 1 probably for that keyword. And I'm sure you do, well, I'm not sure you do, but you may do air conditioning services or something. I'm not sure if you do or you don't, but let's just say you did. You know, there's 60 searches every month for that actual word, those words. Once again, easy to rank for. You get no traffic, but you're on page 10 for that. So because of that, we could throw some power to that, and then you can start, you know, dropping this number considerably. But that's if you did that kind of work. So that's my point there anyway. So truck servicing, 100 searches, 0 KD. Okay, and you're getting no traffic, but you are on page 8. You know, so because it's a 0 KD and that 100 traffic, so we could start taking a bite of that. You know, get you a few jobs from just that alone. You know, so bus repair, 50 searches. See how they don't have a destination like Perth or whatever? When they don't have a destination, that means they're a national keyword. So when you have Perth, it's obviously local. So that's what the best ones you want to go for now, because this could be, even so it's bus repair and it's 50 searches, that could be 50 searches around the whole of Australia for the month. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's why we try to look at more local sort of stuff. So that's obviously a business. Balcatta Truck Repairs again, 100, 0, and I don't understand that. You're both on this, both the same thing. 100, 100, and this one you're position 1, and this one you're 80. Might be a glitch or something. But what I'm saying, you see all these zeros? We have a lot of opportunity that that we can go, like mechanic Balcatta, you know, just things like that. It just if fleet repair, you know, because Earthmoving repairs. If you do any radiator stuff, I'm not sure if you send it out or not, but you know. But mechanic Balcatta, 150 searches, easy. But you're on page 4 and you're getting 0.3 of a custom, 0.03 at that. You know, we could point a bit of power at something like this, where it's easy to get some traffic, and you know, even if you got 5 at the moment, it all come up to page 1, like, you know, it increase over time. So I won't go on about that too much, but that should definitely give you a bit of a an idea of what I'm talking about. I did look at the backlinks, where I said you had 43, I think, from memory. You had 43 backlinks, and a backlink basically, as you may already know, see this here. This is a link to your site. So if I clicked on this, if I clicked on that, bang, I end up here. Okay, so that means if there's another website, which that Ahrefs is, and if it's got your link on it, it links back to you. So that's a backlink, and with your backlinks, basically with the power of the backlinks and everything, that's where you get found on Google. Okay, so that's how it helps with Google. If you have all these backlinks, say at the minute you've only got 43 links coming back to your site, so if they're not coming from very powerful sites, they're not pushing any power to you. Okay, so that's another thing we could look at there. So that's this site. We could definitely help you out there. I did have a look at that Wayback Machine. I could only remember your fleet number. I wasn't sure if it was. I'm still going to look at the financial one, but this is what I just gained from on the Wayback Machine. This is what you had on your frontline fleet site, so we can still get a lot of information from this site. If we can look at a proper time, because when I looked, I only had two options. It was the 2nd of December or the 16th of January, where it was sort of like backed up. But I might be able to click another day where this had a better copy on the Wayback Machine, and then you could probably click the links and everything and get a lot more information, show the pages. But at the moment, it didn't quite show images and things like that. But we could still get a lot of information from this anyway. So, and you may still have that same number. But the fact is, if you own the domain name, we can just build you another site anyway. And the same with the Frontline Finance. We can just do that with the fleet and the mechanical side of it. That's a lot easier to rank and everything. Finance is a very competitive industry, and sometimes it could take 6 to 12 months to start breaking through on the traffic side of it to get some good results. So, but I will just pretty much leave it there, because I just wanted to give you a quick overview on what you got, and if you wanted to get in touch, you'll have all the information from to get in touch with me from the email that I'll send this through to you, and we could move forward from there. I'll probably give you a call anyway and touch base. All right, well, thanks for this opportunity again, Andy, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. You take care.